Okay, now notice that we've come up against this idea of extensions and alterations a couple times. Most recently, we were dealing with showing a chord with an altered fifth. That's one way of thinking of the half diminished. You take a chord that's more familiar, A minor 7, and then you alter it. Alterations tend to affect the chordal fifth. You could do either one of those. And if you want, like a real typical thing is to take like a C7 and say, now what I want to do is sharp the fifth on there. That'd be the way to do it. So you're taking the chordal fifth and you're altering it in a chord that you already know. We've also seen it here, of course. Okay, so alterations tend to affect the chordal fifth. Extensions, we usually think, I'm thinking of adding this broader category of adding tones, so added notes to sevenths or just triads, seventh chords or triads. If you'd like, you could even think of sevenths as extensions, but they're old hat. So usually what we're thinking of are things like mainly ninths. Those are the most common, so I'll put that down. Added sixths are common. Sixths can also be shown as 13ths. Let me show how that's true. So if you have a C, it has nothing to do with what's up above there, but if you have a C chord, C, E, G, let's think what a sixth would be. That'd be right there. But if you go an octave up to this C and then go up another sixth, let's see what that would be. That's 8. Now count with me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the sixth is within the octave and the 13th is an octave plus a sixth. They're equivalent though. It's still going to be an A however you want to designate it. Now the thing is that if you write 13, you're going to assume that a bunch of other extensions are in there as well. So if I write 13, I assume that there's going to be an 11th, and a 9th, and a 7th all in there. That is a loaded chord. You might omit the 5th, but then you've got the root, 3rd, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes all jam-packed in there. If you don't want all that other baggage coming along with it, you can say, I want to add 6 or add 13, and you won't get all that other stuff in there. So a lot of times you'll see add 9, and that means I just want the 9th and I don't want the 7th. If you just write 9th, you're going to get the 9th and the 7th in there as well. They come as a package deal. This is a way to avoid getting the 7th. A lot of times I see, especially in church music charts, I see add 2 or just plain 2. And if you see either of those, that really means you're avoiding the dominant, the 7th connotations that go with ninths. And you're just saying, I just want to add a second above that root, mainly just because of the quality. It's not something that I need to resolve. Ninths need to resolve down by step, just like sevenths. But when you write 2, you're saying, I kind of want to change the color of this chord, but I don't really want to bring in all the baggage that goes with a ninth, because ninths imply dominance, and I resolve those in a particular way. I don't want to bring in that baggage if I use the 2 or add 2. So add 9 or just a 2 added after a root say basically the same thing. Let me give equivalents for these two. So a 6th is like a 13th. 11th is a 4th plus an octave. Notice what you can do if you take and subtract, was it 7 from each of these? Yeah, if you subtract 7, you can get the equivalent if you were to move it down an octave. 11 subtract 7 is 4. 13 subtract 7 is 6. 9 subtract 7 is 2. Now you can see why this equivalence is. And that does it. So we can add these things to it. The main ones to add are these at the top here. They happen a whole lot. You see them a great deal. Alright, so this is an extension. It's adding something to the chord. This is adding to the chord, this is altering the chord. And these are part of what make jazz vocabulary. To add lots of sevenths. Here we had nothing but sevenths. Chords with chordal sevenths added to them. And adding further to it, ninths and sixths. Just help create that sound palette of sonorities that we're used to from popular song.